taken. Somebody took the mic. Oh, gosh, we're done. Is that the mic? No, it's not the mic? Yep. Yeah, we didn't know the offense. We didn't want to expose him right away. We wanted to at least get a chance to work with him before we did anything.
Hey, your O-line, how do you feel about its depth at this point? It looks like you had pretty consistent starting five, but behind them, what are you still looking for?
Oh, we're still rolling guys around. As far as our depth's concerned, there's a lot of guys that have a lot of ability, a lot of potential to start. I mean, that's the nice thing about having these 3 preseason games. We're going to have an opportunity to see everybody, get everybody a chance to compete. We're going to roll some people around with our ones, and we'll see what happens.
Speaking of the preseason, didn't have that here last year. A lot of coaches seem to have evolved their thinking about the first preseason games. How does only having 3 alter your approach or anything? And what, do you anticipate a lot of starters playing Thursday? And
Yeah. Well, we're gonna play our guys on Thursday. I'll tell you that right now. I mean, it's a great opportunity. It's against a very good football team, well coached. So I'm excited about that potential. I think that having the 3 games and then having a 2-week prep period for the first game, it's going to behoove us to play the guys a little bit more. At least that's my opinion.
What is it that in the first game like that, how much would you ideally want to play a guy like Ryan Fitzpatrick, and what would you want to see from him?
Ideally, play him enough. And that's probably the biggest thing. But you're looking for is the command of the offense, command of what's going on in the field, and I think the respect of his teammates when he's on the field. So that's what we're really looking for. We want some success, obviously, but the truth of the matter is, those things all come with time. This will be our first exposure, his first exposure, as our first quarterback out there right now.
When it comes to Ryan, what kind of concrete things have you seen in his game maybe improve as he's been here in camp?
Well, I think his decision making within the schemes. There are some things that we do a little bit different from what he's done in the past. There's some things that are very similar. The very similar things you see, it's very second nature, very easy. As he starts getting to some of the new ideas, some of the new scheming, you see him now grasping those things, feeling more and more comfortable. And then his rapport with his teammates on both sides of the ball. That's just getting stronger and stronger right now. Well, I think part of it is, a big part of his game is moving outside the pocket. And when you're limited in terms of, what we're doing there, sometimes you stick in there a little bit longer than you really should. Sometimes you try to force the ball when you don't need to. And I think that's part of it right now. I mean, I'm not overly concerned. What I'm, interested in is just seeing how he responds when we play the preseason games to assess it then. Yep.
What would you need to see? What are you expecting to see from him? But what would you need to see to make that more confident? It seems like Stanfield is a little bit strong.
Well, I just think he's got to continue getting in football shape. I mean, you missed the first 2 weeks, and it's really tough to catch back up to everybody. But we're hoping, by the time we get ready to play, he's ready to roll, and he'll get opportunities because we'll roll him around. And he's gonna work on both sides as well. He'll work the left side and the right side.
Ron, I don't think we've asked you about Cameron Cheeseman yet. We saw, obviously, at the practice the other day, going for some field goals and took this one snap a little bit off. We don't see him much out here. What's your sense of the rookie so far?
Oh, he's been good, with the exception of that. And, that's one of those things, too. He's got to understand and learn that, I'm snapping 7.5 yards, 8 yards. I don't need to necessarily gun it the way he did. I mean, he put some pepper behind that. And again, it's really about just getting in sequence with the holder. Ball was just a touch high, but had a little bit of velocity on it. He's got to understand and get those feels. But he's done a terrific job. He really has been very steady. And again, he's a rookie, and we're going to live with it.
In the secondary, I don't know if we've asked you too much about Jimmy Moreland and Daryl Roberts. Roberts had a pick today, and obviously Moreland's been around. What do you kind of see from them, and how do they fit
I like who they are. I mean, you know, they both have a good skill set that fits what we do very well. You know, Daryl's getting more and more comfortable in what we do, and today I thought was a good indicator of having a good feel for our schemes. And Jimmy, you know, Jimmy's a very steady guy. He's a headsy guy. He's got a little slickness to him that plays really well within what we do. So, you know, these 3 games are they're going to be very interesting to watch. They really are.
Another preseason question. Just with it not being here last year, no preseason games, like what areas have you noticed? Could you identify with your team saying like, oh, this is where the lack of a preseason hurt us? Like, what will you be able to gain from these preseason games?
Well, first of all, it would help you in terms of gauging your quarterbacks and where their progress is, and then their rapport with their teammates, especially the skill guys. You get an opportunity to watch the offensive line, see how they're gelling. It's important because it gives you an opportunity that if you see something that you're concerned with, you do something different with somebody else. So that's that. Defensively, it's really going to be about communication. So you get an opportunity to really see who's communicating, you know, who's fitting where. Those are the types of things that we'll be looking at.
Just generally, what is your plan for Curtis and working it back in? Do you have a timetable on
No,
when you want to?
there's no timetable for Curtis. You know, he's been in the system. He knows it. Yeah, you'd love him to catch a few reps maybe at the last preseason game, but we're not going to rush him out there. He's coming back. You know, he'll be healthy. He'll be ready to roll. But we're going to ease him back into it. You know, because again, he knows the system. He'll pick it up again very, very quickly. It'll really be about him building his rapport with the quarterbacks.
Was he able to stay in close communication with the receivers coach? With
Oh yeah, oh yeah. He was more than available, and so were the coaches.
Matt Ioannidis, didn't see him out there. Is there?
Yeah, he just wasn't feeling well. Nothing on the test, so there's no big deal there.
So for the preseason games, how important is that for you in terms of figuring out the special teams unit, in terms of returners, how guys finish? I mean, you talked about it with other guys, but for the special teams unit, what will we be watching for, and how much will that determine some things?
That'll be very important, Ree. I think the thing that we've got to look at is okay, so how many linebackers do you keep? Are you keeping 6? Are you keeping 7? And then you look at your DBs. Is your fifth safety a specialist only? Is your fifth corner a specialist? You could say the same thing for your 5th and 6th linebackers. Are those guys there for the special teams? The tight ends, it'll have an impact, and so will on the running backs as well. Wide receiver, we got some guys that have the ability to play gunner, so we'll have to take a long look at that as well. Because again, your down the line guys have to be guys that that if they're active, they're going to give you 4 phases of special teams minimum. Cool. Thank you guys.
Thanks, Rob.
Coach. Just kidding.
Wait, Ron, did you see my tweet?
Yes, sir.
What up?
How was your Memphis game so far? When you started playing with all the things you guys have on the front court, you had to be a part of it, Willie Jackson. What was you thinking you guys getting the pass and sort of seeing like how did that jump together?
It's just been a bunch of fun. We've been able to pick it up and move around, hit a bunch, and I'm just excited to be back playing football with the guys. I'm excited for this year. I feel like we're just gonna take another step and just get there.
And in terms of, we see you guys trash talking a lot, obviously. What do you guys make of how much fun is it for you guys to have that level of competitiveness? And like, we've heard some stuff in the past, like, block us and stuff like that, but what is it like for you guys to actually have somebody that is like equal parts like competitive with you all on the defensive line?
It just makes it fun like every day. Just to go out there compete. They go give it your all, and then I know Chase, he definitely go get them wired up. So it just make everybody want to come out and have fun and compete.
What might we see different about your game, if anything? Is there anything in particular you worked out you feel like you're kind of transferring out here right now?
No, I'm just trying to just play hard and fast and have fun, just like I've been doing, and just let plays come to me.
Now that you've been in the league for a few years, though, do you see some things differently that have been helping you up front?
Just the whole speed of the game, just plays. Like I know what type of plays I'm gonna get, what type of blocks, and I feel like that makes it way more easier than what it was my rookie year.
Somebody you've known for a long time, when you close friends with him now, same position group, all that. When John gets his deal done, does he have to like take everybody out for dinner? What's the reaction on the group thread?
No, we just want dinner at his house every week, once a week, whatever I want. That's all I need. Yeah.
And then what's the vibe like? Matt missed a lot of time last year. You guys are all kind of back now, settle. What are your expectations going into the season for the interior pass rush? Everybody talks about the edges, but what about the inside guys?
I'm just happy to have Matt back. You know, Tim had a big year last year, and I just want to just keep the rotation fresh, keep us going. Everybody working hard, pushing each other. Everybody playing hard, playing together. It's just gonna be a bunch of fun having Matt back in the rotation. And I don't know. I'm really excited for this year because I feel like all the guys are ready to go.
Deron, given the schedule, you guys obviously won the NFC, so you guys play a lot of the top teams this season. Is there a team in particular, a group of teams that you are most excited to go up against, kind of see how you guys match up against some of the better teams in the league?
I know I really want to get the Bucks again. We get a chance to play them again, so I'm happy about that. And I haven't played the Chiefs yet, so I'm excited about that game.
May I ask why you're excited about getting to the Bucks game? Like, what do you guys feel like you took away from that game from the playoffs?
I just feel like defensive-wise, we left a lot on the table, and it's just a chance for us to go back out there and just get it back.
You obviously going up against the interior part of the offensive line, the left guard situation with Schweitzer and Flowers and some others. What are you kind of seeing from that spot and the interior part of the line so far?
I really go up against Sheriff a bunch, but I like the way Wes and who else you said? Flowers. I like the way they both compete. I know they go give it your all. I know the chances I do get to go up against them, they be balling. So I feel like they got a good little thing going.
And in terms of Sheriff, obviously, if you're going up against a guy who's an all-pro guard that's going to get you ready for the season, how much do you the term iron sharpens iron is used a lot? Is that kind of how you feel going up against him?
Oh, definitely. I know Sheriff's not going to take it easy on me, so I just try to give it to him every chance I get, and he do the same for me.
And if I can go to the COVID vaccine question for a sec, you were out for a few days because of that, and obviously it seems like in this stage the team's vaccination rate has gone up. Do you sense that the team there's a different attitude with some of the players as you and some of the other guys were out?
What you mean?
The fact that coaches talked about it a lot, guys getting more vaccinated, and then obviously there were a few guys who were out. Do you think that some of the conversation in the locker room has changed about where things are?
I don't know. We really just talk ball and fun things, not COVID.
Anything else? All right. Thanks, Deron.
No problem.
Hey, just you're 10 days or so into camp. How's it going?
It's been amazing getting together with these guys every day, working hard, just coming out and, having one goal together, going through these, couple of days of camp. It's been amazing. I can't ask for nothing else.
Obviously, it's a process. Is there something you could point to that's changed already from maybe where you were at OTAs and mini camp to now that you're starting to progress?
Oh, definitely the tempo of the game. So first I came in, just learning, so it's been a little slow for me. But as it kept going and going and, through camp, it's been a whole lot faster. And I've been picking up with the group.
Was there anything specific you wanted to really show out here in camp or prove to the coaches?
Just for me, it's just to compete. You know, it's a different level of the game. You know, you always want to show that you can compete at every different level. So for me, it was just showing that I can compete with these guys and just being me.
How has it been working with Ryan Fitzpatrick? When you were drafted by this team, did you immediately see, oh, Fitzpatrick, deep ball, let's go? I mean, what was your reaction there?
It was amazing. Actually, when I got drafted, he was actually the first one to hit my phone and start talking about the deep balls. So, you know, I kind of knew that, you know, we was going to, you know, get together and, you know, try to put it all at one. But, you know, just hearing from him and knowing what he does, you know, Fitz magic, you know, it's a magic trick in there. So, you know, it's just amazing.
I mean, everybody talks about your speed as a receiver. This is why you went third round and all that. Are there other things that you say, hey, don't forget about this about me? Are you trying? What else are you trying to show out there that you can do besides just the speed?
Right. So for me, it's more than just deep routes. You know, I ran a whole lot of deep routes in college, and it's on the film. So now it's just, okay, now I have to make that short route a deep route as well. You know, take a slant for 80 yards or, you know, a curl and take it for 60, however long it has to be. But, you know, make all routes the same.
Do you notice guys here, though, because of that speed, sometimes playing off a little bit?
Oh, yeah, definitely. They play it smart sometimes. You know, you can't complain about it. But, you know, it's part of the game, and you learning from it.
What was it like playing at FedEx Field on Friday night? It wasn't a full stadium, but at least kind of a little bit of a taste of what it's like to be in the NFL.
Oh, it opened my eyes. It was definitely a big stadium for me. It's definitely bigger than the college stadium. But, you know, just being out there with the fans, being out there, it's amazing because it's a lot of people that's rooting for us. And, you know, you always have to thank them.
And what have your impressions been with Terry McLaurin now that you've been able to watch him for a couple weeks here in camp with the pads on? Just what do you like about his game?
Oh, he's amazing. You know, he can dialect the game very well. You know, and he teaches me as we go. You know, it's certain techniques that you can use for different routes. So it's some stuff that he used, some stuff that I use, and he'll probably add on to mine or I'll add on to his. So it's just helping us out together.
Diami, has anything been a lot harder than you expected making this transition?
I pretty much say just everything is very technical. You know, that's pretty much been the whole transition for me. Everything's been technical. Whether I line up in the right spot or, you know, the depth of the route, everything is definitely technical and timing. So it hasn't been difficult, but it's something that I've been working on a little bit more.
And then the other side of that, has anything been easier than you expected? Because you're getting open out there with some consistency.
Probably the easiest thing is less hand contact. That's pretty much been the easiest thing because, you know, a lot of it is mirroring for what I see. So that's pretty much been the easiest thing for me.
Thanks.
Hi, Diami. In terms of how do you manage frustration? I saw you after the 2 drops, like you let your helmet glow and things of nature, but then you come back on the field and you had the touchdown with Taylor Heineke in that rep. So what do you say to yourself in those moments where you're frustrated with something that you may not be doing that you think you should be doing and get yourself right back in the right mindset?
So for me, it's let it go, take a deep breath. So, you know, I just let it all out first, and then, all right, now I have to come back to where I'm at. You know, I have to be where my feet is. So I just had to take a deep breath and come back to who I am and just understand that, you know, that's the past and you have to move on because the next play, it could come back to you and you can't, you know, think about the previous plays because it can affect you.
And then what do you make of the quarterbacks? We certainly noticed them throwing it out a lot today, like just airing it out. Obviously, since Friday, we saw that deep shot that Terry got. What do you guys make of it as wide receivers kind of knowing or like kind of seeing in practices that they really will go deep? So what does it mean for you guys when you see that consistency?
So for us, it's our offense. You know, that's what we want to do. We have the guys that can make the deep balls, not just me, Terry, Cam, you know, Curtis, and all those other guys. Everybody can go deep, and when you can go deep and keep going deep, it makes the offense more explosive.
Does it change your mindset when you know that guys are looking for that, especially like you don't have a quarterback that maybe dips and dunks it more?
Oh, not at all. It never change your mindset because our mindset is just to dominate the whole game, whether it's a deep ball, short route, blocking, anything. You know, it's always to dominate, and that's our mindset to it.
Thank you. Anybody else?
You've been going a lot against Benjamin St. Juste. What has it been like going against him every day?
Oh, man, it's been amazing. We're making each other better. You know, I remember back in, you know, minicamp when we first got here, you know, we was going back and forth. He was winning most of the routes. But, you know, coming back in, you know, we just have to compete, you know, and make each other better because at the end of the day, all we want to do is get better. So me going against him or any other guy, you know, you have to give our best at, you know, at any point just to know that we have to get better. We want to compete and be on the field.
he's really known for being physical. I mean, his physicality, does that add a little bit of extra challenge for you?
Oh yeah, he's a long corner, you know, so it's not a whole bunch of long corners out there, but you know, just him being physical and being long is actually a great, you know, experience for me because you can learn more from it. You know, use a little bit more hands or, you know, try to create more space.
Friday night, Diami, we saw the rookie DBs having to carry the pads off and do a little bit of the rookie hazing stuff. Have you had to do anything yet?
Not yet, but I'm pretty sure it's coming soon.
Rookie skate yet? Have you done it yet, or have you started thinking about what you're going to do?
Man.
What will you do?
I'm not even sure. They asked me if I could sing, but I can't sing, so I'm not sure what I'll do. All right, thank you.